Wednesday, February 8th. So today we have the moon in Virgo once again all day, which is definitely going to help us continue to put things in their spot, in their place, in order. Of course, with the moon in Virgo, we are looking to create order out of the chaos of our physical realms and of our emotional and mental realms as well. We are highly productive, very focused on our here and now, and we are definitely making some progress with kind of seeing all the different moving parts of our circumstances, how they connect, why certain things in the past had to happen in order to put us on this present moment that, of course, we are currently positioned on, waiting to launch forward. Things are clicking, puzzle pieces are fitting in, and we are definitely gaining a lot of very big insight, very big picture perspectives due to the finer details, the smaller pieces that we are sorting through. There are 9 different aspects here today. 6 of them involve the moon. We have Venus sextiling Uranus right out of the gate here today. Venus, of course, in Pisces energy, wrapping up some soul lessons, some soul contracts, definitely doing a deep dive in the shadow realm of our experiences. And Uranus direct, of course, now in Taurus energy, trying to wake us up, shake us up, show us where change is definitely needed. Now, this particular element is very interesting because with Uranus in this particular position, we kind of have to expect the unexpected. And teaming up, sextiling, which is a harmonious aspect with Venus, we could be making some pretty profound connections. What are we making connections about? Well, it could be inner realm connections about our emotions, our mental plane, our thoughts, our perspectives, or we could be making connections out in the real world where our heart, where our money is concerned. So relationships and opportunities to increase our income would be a lovely thing. We definitely are kind of being pushed to think outside of the box, to really push the boundaries of what is normal for us, especially trying to consider some of the solutions. Again, moon being in Virgo, we're coming up with solutions to some of the problems that we have definitely been illuminated to in our relationship dynamics and in our money matters. This is setting us up for a positive change, a positive shift, especially where our focus, our perspective, and our understanding is concerned. The moon goes ahead, bumps into the sun in, I'm going to say, a way that would provide us with a aha moment. Not going to say tension filled, although, tension and conflict is what pressurizes us to see things differently. However, the moon being in Virgo, the sun, of course, in Aquarius energy, we are thinking big and thinking small at the same time. Virgo energy wants to focus on the small details that make up the bigger picture, and the sun, focused in this Aquarian energy, is the big picture that we are focused on. The moon representing our emotions, our unconscious self, our intuition, and very much linked to the past. Well, the sun is our ego, life force energy, very focused on the future. And what we get when these two come together in this particular way is an overlap. We are looking back, making sense of things, putting the smaller pieces and details together. And in that, we bring it into the present moment where now we have a different perspective, a different understanding on where it is that we want to move forward. Again, very focused on the big picture. Jupiter is going to interact with the true node, which is definitely going to illuminate for us where it is that we're growing, where it is that we're healing, where it is that we are definitely focused on taking some big steps in the direction of a new reality, a new choice point, a new direction. The moon gets into this little situation with the true node of the moon. And emotionally speaking, we're just not confident yet in the plan and in the strategy that we're trying to put together here enough to go ahead and take a move. And so we're a little bit withdrawn. We're kind of stalling out, kind of making excuses for why it is that we don't really want to take any initiative to move forward, and why it is that we are completely comfortable to stay in this present moment and continue to clean up the mess and organize our physical environments, our emotional realm, and our mental realm. Now, 3:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the moon in Virgo. directly opposing, sitting across the table from Neptune, who of course is in its place of power in Pisces. Virgo and Pisces energy oppose each other. It's the healing axis. Virgo energy focused on the here and now, healing our physical and mental realm of our experience. Well, Neptune, of course, is anything but the here and now and focused on our emotions and spiritual self. Now, let me just say this opposition is going to create a lot of emotional imbalances. We are realizing where it is that we're not so happy, we're not so content, we're not so satisfied with our current situation, and this is going to bring in a whole hell of a lot of emotional confusion. We're not sure which direction we should go, we're not sure about anything under these particular influences. And lucky for us, it's only going to linger for a couple of hours before the moon goes ahead and bumps into the sun again, this time in a harmonious aspect that's going to illuminate where it is that we are gaining a little bit of clarity, where that, boat of confusion is actually revealing a lot of very powerful perspectives, powerful insights, and where it is that we now realize how to fix and solve this particular problem. Again, very strong in that Virgo energy to fix and solve. The moon trines Mercury. This is our heart and our head being on the same page for the first time in a long time. The moon, of course, in Virgo energy. Mercury, of course, in Capricorn energy. We get some earth on earth action here. And this is a beautiful thing because A, it's helping us see very clearly the small steps that are going to equal up to the greater, grander picture, our long-term goals. B, it means that we are thinking and feeling in a harmonious type of alignment, which means that we are in agreement, heart and head. Therefore, we can go ahead and engage the physical body to actually take action outside in the external realm to make things happen. And C, we are in a very interesting position where we are able to think clearly and feel clearly and be able to articulate what's going on in our inner realm to those that need to hear it. The moon is going to very shortly after, literally like 2 minutes after this heart and head alignment, the moon is going to make a not so fun alignment with Mr. Saturn, the Lord of Karma, ruling over routines and roles and responsibilities and systems and structures. And this particular energy is definitely going to jolt us with the weight of the responsibilities that now sit on our shoulders as we realize what it is that we have to do to actually move forward. The weight of the to-do list on how it is that we're going to build this beautiful bridge that's going to kind of bridge the gap from where it is that we're at to get us to where it is that we desire to be. And it also kind of brings in a huge amount of anxiety, a lot of worry. We tend to take on a negative narrative at this particular point, and we're kind of stuck in the fear-based energies of what are we doing? How are we going to do it? Do we have what it takes to actually put the pieces together and get ourselves out of this situation? Mercury bumps into Saturn right after, literally maybe 15 minutes later. Mercury goes ahead, bumps into Saturn, and this is definitely going to enforce the negative narrative, the fear-based narrative that we're currently sitting in. Mercury being in Capricorn energy and Saturn ruling over Capricorn energy, we aren't seeing the positives. We have tunnel vision on all of the possibilities for things to go wrong. We are kind of, I'm going to say, weighted down with the tasks, the roles, the responsibilities that we are realizing that we now have in order to boss up and take control over our lives. And quite frankly, it just doesn't feel good. Now, even though it doesn't feel good, it is absolutely necessary for us to sit in this cluster F of emotions and thoughts, because that is when brilliance is born. So if you find yourself in a state where the negativity is getting to you, where you have the tunnel vision on, but focused on all the things going wrong, this is your opportunity to flip the script, to override the narrative, and to see where it is that these cluster Fs in our thoughts and in our emotions are actually highlighting for us the problems in which we can sit down under this moon in Virgo and come up with some positive solutions.